Today I'm reviewing the Skin Aqua Super Moisture Essence Gold SPF. And really quick, I just want to say I purchased all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos, so if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com, check my Patreon community, or click on the links below. Okay, so this was a sunscreen sent to me by my sunscreen guardian angel, who sends me really nice sunscreens from Japan frequently. So, they're always very fun. And this one is a newer product, and it's a fragrance-free sunscreen with block veil prescription technology that spreads evenly and has a high adhesion to skin, highly resistant to sweat and water, works as a makeup base, and easily removable with soap. Works well on face and body, and also protects skin from dust, dirt, and pollen. So, very exciting. They've got several different versions of this one. This one happens to be one of my favorites, though. So, okay, packaging. Nothing exciting. We've got a squeeze tube bottle, and no issues at all with that. In terms of denatured types of alcohol, denatured alcohol is the third ingredient. It helps give this sunscreen kind of a light feeling, also helps it absorb quickly. It also contains a small amount of polyvinyl alcohol, which technically helps give product kind of a film over skin, which is probably part of the technology that protects it from dirt and pollen and things like that. So, I'm a little bit more forgiving of alcohol, especially in sunscreens, just because it gives things a lighter feel. You can use them over a good hydrating moisturizer, but if you have very, very, very dry or very, very sensitive skin, it might be better to go with a different sunscreen. My skin's pretty dry and sensitive. I didn't have any issues at all with this one. In terms of fragrance, this is nice. This one doesn't have any fragrance or fragrance ingredients and no real noticeable scent. It doesn't even have a sunscreen smell to it, which is really nice. The manufacturing location for this one is Japan, so no issues with that. In terms of SPF, this one offers SPF 50 plus protection, which is great. Typically, I recommend using SPF 30 or above on a daily basis. You really don't want to go below 30. A 50 provides a little bit more protection than 30, but the higher you get, there's just diminishing returns. So with like an SPF 50, you're not getting almost double 30. You're getting like maybe 3 percentage points more than what you're getting with the 30. But it's great if you're going outside a lot. 50 is good if you're outside a significant amount. The UVA protection factor at this one is PA with 4 pluses, which indicates great UVA protection. UVA rays are the ones that age us, so it's important to focus on that. They're learning more and more about UVA protection. Really up until recently, there wasn't a ton of information on the UVA rays, and I think a lot of sunscreen brands kind of ignored it, making broad spectrum in the U.S. Really don't have that technology here in the U.S., but this one contains Uvinol A+, which is a really good UVA ray absorber. So you really want to focus on UVA and UVB rays, especially if you're concerned about anti-aging things. A good sunscreen is the best start to that. Okay, the filter is used in this one. We've got Tinsorb S, which is a UVA and UVB ray absorber. It's done the whole spectrum of UVB and UVA rays. Not available in the U.S., but overseas a lot of brands use it. Then we've got Tinsorb M, which is also a UVA and UVB ray absorber. It does give things a bit of a white cast. This one has a slight white cast, but not terrible. Really good, works well with other UV filters as well. And then we've got the UVA ray Uvinol A+, which is a UVA ray absorber. Very high UVA coverage, protects the entire UVA range. And then it can be used in all countries except for, I think, the US and Canada. We're way behind. But those 3 filters do a pretty good job of covering the whole spectrum of everything. So, very good. Okay, in terms of white cast. So, I will say it does have a slight white cast, but it's not nearly as noticeable as with other sunscreens. And once it absorbs, it's barely noticeable, although if you have deeper skin tones, you might notice it more than those with pale skin tones, which is probably from the Tinsorb M. But it's not really that noticeable. So, and the fact that it works really nicely as a makeup base is nice. So if you're going to use foundation over it, then the white cast isn't as much of an issue. So the texture, really nice, light, serumy texture. Absorbs quickly. Sets to a natural finish. It doesn't look shiny. It doesn't look matte. It's just a natural finish. And the finish is non-sticky, which is wonderful. There's so many sunscreens which have a really sticky finish. This one is not very sticky at all. So really nice finish on it. Ease of use. I've been using it now for several weeks. No issues with pilling. Works great under makeup. Really nice under makeup. Doesn't look greasy, but also feels slightly moisturizing. And again, nice non-sticky finish, which is... I don't like a sticky sunscreen. And a lot of mineral ones are sticky, but anyway. Okay, antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. We've got a few, not a whole long list, but a few. We've got sodium hyaluronate, which is a humectant. We've got sodium acetylated hyaluronate, which is a humectant. It has a little bit better moisture retention than regular sodium hyaluronate, and also tends to be a little bit less sticky. We've got hydrolyzed collagen, which I want to say this in every video I mention this, because I want people to know this. Applying collagen does not give you collagen in your skin. Hydrolyzed collagen isn't even really collagen. It's a mixture of different peptides. It's good for moisturizing and hydrating the skin, but applying a collagen serum doesn't give you collagen. It just helps hydrate your skin. So I know I say that all the time, but I don't want people to be sold on buying a collagen serum and think it's going to give them collagen, because it can't. Then we've got arginine in here, which is a skin-identical amino acid. So a short list, but we've got some nice hydrating ingredients. So if you have very dry skin, kind of offset the amount of alcohol in here. So nice list. Okay. In terms of acnegenic ingredients in here, we've got a few. We've got butylene glycol, diethylhexyl succinate, magnesium stearate, and triethylamine. So not a ton, but a few, and a couple of those are fungal acne triggers, so FYI. And most of those aren't super acnegenic, but anyway. Okay. In terms of animal testing, it sounds like they are cruelty-free as of 2016. Okay. In terms of performance, so this one lasts all day on my skin without looking greasy or feeling greasy or ruining my makeup. Protects quite well from sun damage. Reapplication of this one is more enjoyable than it is with a lot of other sunscreens, although applying this one over foundation isn't ideal, but if you're out at the beach, this one doesn't pill when you reapply it. A lot of them can be thick and pill when you reapply them. I didn't have any issues with this one. By the end of the day, my skin still feels comfortable, great for hot days, days outside. If you're exercising, it's great for that too, because it is kind of sweat resistant. So this one is great for performance. Very nice. Very easy to use, easy to reapply. Doesn't look greasy or icky like that. Okay, then in terms of the price, this is the full size, which is 80 milliliters, 2.8 ounces, and it retails for around $16, depending on where you buy it from. Making a pretty affordable option, especially if you want to use this on your body as well as your face. A very nice option, very affordable, really nice sunscreen. I was very happy to try this one out, and probably of the Skin Aqua ones, probably one of my favorites, or probably my favorite. There's the one in the pearl bottle, which I really like too, but I really like this one because it doesn't have any scent in it. So with a 15 being a perfect score, I gave this one a 13. Just a couple issues with the white cast and the alcohol. So overall, still nice option. So anyway, I'm interested in hearing from you guys if you've had a chance to try this one out yet or not. And if you have, what your thoughts are. So definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. And stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much.